How did everything begin? It's a question that has been asked for millennia, and every culture has its own answer. Today, we're taking you on a journey across the world, from the great civilizations of Greece and Egypt to the vast myths of the Norse, Hindu, and Native American peoples. These are the stories that shaped the way we see the universe, creation myths that explain how gods, humans, and the world itself came into being. Join us for a global exploration of the origins of life, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more epic tales from ancient mythology. We begin our journey with the ancient Greeks, whose myth of creation begins with chaos, literally. In the beginning, there was only chaos, a vast, dark, and formless void. From chaos came Gaia, the earth, and Tartarus, the deep abyss. Gaia, the great mother of all, gave birth to Uranus, the sky. Together, Gaia and Uranus created the Titans, the first gods, as well as the monstrous Cyclopes and the Hecatoncheires, the hundred-handed giants. But this peaceful union between Gaia and Uranus would soon lead to rebellion. Uranus, fearful of his children's power, imprisoned them deep within the earth, causing Gaia great pain. In her anguish, she called upon her youngest son, Cronus, to rise against Uranus. Armed with a sickle, Cronus overthrew his father, and from the blood of Uranus, the Furies, giants, and nymphs were born. The world as we know it began to take shape, but the battle for control of the cosmos had only just begun. From the ashes of chaos, the Olympian gods would later rise, but the ancient Greeks always remembered that everything began with chaos, the primordial force from which all things emerged. From the warmth of the Mediterranean, we travel north to the frozen realms of Norse mythology, where creation began with a collision of fire and ice. In the beginning, there were two worlds, Muspelheim, the land of fire, and Niflheim, the land of ice. Between them lay Ginnungagap, the yawning void. When the fire of Muspelheim met the ice of Niflheim, it created a steaming, swirling mist. From this mist, the first being emerged, Ymir, the frost giant. As Ymir slept, more beings came into existence from his sweat, including other giants. But the first gods were also born. Buri, the ancestor of the Aesir gods, was uncovered from a block of ice by a cow named Audumla, whose milk nourished Ymir. Soon, Buri's descendants, Odin and his brothers Vili and Ve, rose to power. Recognizing the danger posed by Ymir, they killed the giant and used his body to create the world. Ymir's flesh became the earth, his blood the oceans, his bones the mountains, and his skull the sky. From his eyebrows, the gods built Midgard, the world of humans, and thus the 9 realms of Norse mythology were born. In this creation myth, the world is forged from destruction, a theme that echoes throughout Norse mythology's cycles of chaos and renewal. Next, we journey to the land of the Nile, where the ancient Egyptians envisioned a world born from the primordial waters of Nun. In the beginning, there was only Nun, a vast, endless sea of chaos. But out of this sea, the first god, Atum, emerged, standing on the first mound of earth. Alone in the world, Atum created the gods Shu, the god of air, and Tefnut, the goddess of moisture. Shu and Tefnut gave birth to Geb, the earth, and Nut, the sky, who were once lovers locked in an eternal embrace. But Atum, needing order in the world, separated them, creating space between the earth and the heavens. From their separation came the creation of all life. Geb and Nut's children, Osiris, Isis, Set, and Nephthys, would go on to play crucial roles in Egyptian mythology, particularly in the story of Osiris's death and resurrection, symbolizing the cycle of life and death that governs the natural world. The creation myth of Egypt teaches us about the divine balance between order and chaos, life and death, and the ever-present waters of Nun that lie just beneath the surface of creation. As we continue, we find ourselves in the rich and complex world of Hindu mythology, where creation is a cyclical process governed by the gods Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiva. The creation story begins with Vishnu, the preserver, floating in the vast cosmic ocean, resting on the great serpent Ananta. In his hand he holds a lotus, and from that lotus blooms the god Brahma, the creator. Brahma awakens and begins the work of creation. He divides the cosmos into the heavens, the earth, and the underworld, and creates all living beings. But Hindu cosmology is unique in that creation is not a one-time event. Instead, the universe goes through cycles of creation, preservation, and destruction, a process that repeats endlessly. At the end of each cycle, Shiva, the destroyer, dances the cosmic dance of destruction, and the universe returns to the cosmic ocean, waiting to be reborn once again. This belief in cycles reflects the Hindu understanding of time as eternal and cyclical, with creation and destruction being two sides of the same coin. From the swirling chaos of the Greek cosmos to the fire and ice of Norse mythology, creation myths offer us a window into how different cultures understand the universe. These myths are not just stories. They are reflections of how we see our place in the world and the forces that shape our existence. Each culture brings its own unique perspective to the question of how everything began, and while the details may differ, the themes of creation, destruction, and renewal are universal. So what's your favorite creation myth? And how does it resonate with your view of the world? Let us know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this global journey through mythology, don't forget to like, subscribe, and join us next time for more explorations into the ancient stories that continue to inspire us today. Until next time, remember, every ending is just a new beginning in disguise.